I'm Eva Jospin. I'm a French artist. I'm working mainly with sculpture, and I have in most of my work a special material which is cardboard. I started using this material when I changed my studio, and I had a lot of cardboards I kept in the studio just after moving. And I was like looking at those piles of cardboards and looking at the layers of it, and I thought of doing something of it. And I started first with a picture that was in a newspaper, and in the back of the picture there were a forest. And very shortly after, I decided to remove all the characters, all the people that were in front of the pictures, and go directly in this forest. So I started the first piece, and I had no idea how long it would take me. My first forest, it was like a piece that was almost like 3 meters on 3 meters. And it took me 3 months to finish it. And I realized that that you had an infinity of possibilities. What I loved about this material, it was that it was in a way a very rough material that could, and I couldn't be precise exactly as I wanted. It was something that impeached me to be completely and totally perfect, because what I'm looking for is absolutely not perfection. It's something in between that has the fragility and the beauty of a very delicate element, and at the same time something really rough, something really dark. And it's like the two things next to each other that is interesting me. I add usually like 6-7 layers of trees, more or less, and so for a while I don't really see the final image. I can't see the result. The result comes really at the end, and usually I know when it's finished in a very short time. So it means that really when it's almost over, I feel I'm still far from the end of the work, and then in like few details more, I know I have to stop. So I think the exhibition represents exactly where I'm staying now, and can show like all the different parts of my work, between the nature and the artifice of the architecture and the natural world and the world that is created by man, like our way to transform the world. Now there's not only the forest, but there you have also the minerals, the rocks, you have the cities, you have the gardens, you have like a lot of other things that are coming inside this world that I try to create. I have to say that I'm very much inspired by the past, and in many different ways. Like the Baroque movement, for example, Barocco is very important to me, because it's a perfect time where you have linked together painting, architecture, stage design, garden design, and I love this period. It's not all the production that I love, but it's the way they were imagining things and the way they were creating links between all those different fields. And that's very, very important for me, and I really like that. Well, it's always very difficult to analyze the way you feel about your work, but I would say that I had different kind of feelings depending on the kind of work I'm doing. But if we talk specifically about the forest, I think my feeling is that I want me and the people that are watching the piece to get lost inside it. And in order to have this sensation of losing the focus and finding it again, you have to add too many things to be seen, an infinity of details that make you lose your way inside it. The things that I want to share with people a fantasy. My goal is not to have too much explanation about what you're seeing, but showing something that people can grab easily, because they will make it them, and to share the importance of this inner space we have and the fantasy we can create in the world, and just be sharing that. That's the important thing for me. I really don't want to put people on a way more than on another, because I want them to do their own path inside the world.